just spit me out.
I was 21 years old, I had a broken heart, and I had a guitar in the corner of my room. Picked up the guitar, and it's like I was talking right to her. I was finally able to get these feelings off my chest. And I didn't know what to do with all of that. Once I had this song together, you know, you'd have like your friends being like, that's pretty good. I went to a karaoke bar because I didn't know where else to go. And I asked the people at the karaoke bar if I could play my song. And they were like, yeah, go for it. You know, maybe a little weirded out. And so I brought that guitar up on stage and I played my song, and the whole audience started clapping when I was done. And I remember feeling like, hey, I love that. Maybe I should do that again. And I've never stopped since that moment, so. That's a tough one. You know, I could probably tell you 100,000 musicians. I think they're all amazing, but really what inspires me are real life stories. You know, I love sitting at small cafes and you overhear someone telling someone they love each other, or maybe you're listening to a breakup, or maybe you're listening to people gossip about each other. And I think it's stunning how those stories exist all day long everywhere you go. And I'm so inspired by them all. There's just so many stories to tell. So I would say that real life and the people in it are my biggest inspiration musically. COVID has taught me that the possibilities are limitless. You know, I'm writing songs with people from all around the world through Zoom, and it's been pretty wild. So I don't know, I think it's just it's made everyone stop and just look at what they have in life and make them appreciate what they have. And I can tell you that I look so forward to getting back out on the road and meeting people and actually playing these songs for people live. So it's just taught me to be more patient and to look forward to things a lot more than I did maybe in the past. I would probably say explorer, to go with the last question. I love exploring people and I love exploring the world, and I have all these questions about where we come from and where we're going and why we're here, and I probably won't answer any of them, but I think it is my favorite question in the world, you know, all the whys. So I love exploring why. But my Nana would tell me that I'm intense. That's what she would say. So it depends how I would describe myself or how you would describe me. I don't know.
I'm falling in love with you.
I find this to be the hardest question because I love all the songs and all the things that I write. It usually ends up being the thing that's most current. So for me right now, my new song that's going to be coming out, Fall Into Me, because I wrote it about, you know, my relationship with my girlfriend and the love that we have for each other. And I love that the whole world's going to be able to hear that. I think it's so romantic, and I know it's going to make her super happy. So I'm pretty excited about that. But, you know, I love, you know, If You Love Her that came out. It's been a life-changing song, and it's a very real experience for me. But then also I write spoken words, and I write about things that I really feel deeply. So I just love writing. So everything that I write is something that I love and I'm proud of, and I love them all the same. I guess it's kind of like having kids.
And I'll catch you, darling. Let's dance.
Australia and New Zealand are the top of my list. I love those places so much. I got the chance to visit there for a month, and I found it to be life-changing. But everywhere. I mean, I just want to spend a bit of time everywhere around the world, and then maybe when I'm old and gray, I can pick that one final spot to settle down. But it has to be in the woods, and I have to have lots of dogs. My Nana came to me when I was like 15 years old, and she wanted to get me a gift, and she asked me what I wanted, and for whatever reason I said a guitar. Didn't know how to play guitar, had no clue what I was going to do with a guitar. But she went to the music store here in Montreal, and she brought home this, little tiny electric guitar for me. And, at the time, I guess it was pretty big for me, but I sat there in the basement and I just played that thing over and over and over again, had no clue what I was doing, and that was it. That was my first instrument.
No mirrors for monsters and no love inside.
I still don't really believe that it's happened. It's pretty crazy. She was fantastic. She had a brand new little baby, and she went into the studio and recorded my song, and I didn't know any of this was happening. And then all of a sudden I have a DM in my Instagram, and she's like, "Hey man, I love your song, I love you. Give me a shout, I've already written the song," basically. And I was like, what just happened? And before you could even blink, it was done and out into the world. And she's been incredible, she's phenomenal. So if Megan sees this, Megan, you're amazing.
Like nobody's watching, it's just you and me, and the song.
This is what I've been doing my whole life, so I don't really know what other options I would have had. But I love seeing people happy. I love helping people. I love sharing in this thing called life with people. So I probably would have done something in that world. I don't know. Maybe I would have been a paramedic, or maybe like a psychiatrist, or psychologist or something like that. I don't know. Anything that has to do with connecting. Maybe motivational speaking or something. I don't know. But I just love people.
With you, I'm falling in love with you.
I've got a new single coming out called Fall Into Me that you can check out. I wrote it with my good friends Greg Wattenberg and Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20. So I think that's super exciting. And you can listen to it right here on TREBEL or TREBEL.